Thank you for joining us today for Essential Wholesale and Labs Kitchen Chemistry. I'm Tinica, and today I'll be making apple pectin toner. So to make this recipe, you'll need 1 large fresh apple. You'll need 1/2 cup of Witch Hazel and 1/2 cup of boiling water. And I have some water here on my hot plate that I'm going to use for this recipe. So the first thing you need to do is put your apples in a bowl, dice them up. Well, first of all, dice them up, and then put them in a bowl and add your 1/2 cup of boiling water. And I use deionized water. You may want to use distilled water for your recipe, or you can always buy deionized water from us. So we have our 1/2 cup of boiling water. And we're just going to pour it over those apples and then make sure that they're as fully immersed in the water as possible. Then we're just going to let that sit until it fully cools. So we'll push that aside and let it cool, and then we'll come back and strain the apples and make our toner. Okay, now that our water is fully cooled, we want to strain out the apples. And the reason that we want to leave the apples in there with the boiling water is, of course, so that the water can extract all those great properties from the apple that we want in our toner. So we're going to just pour the water into a sieve, or into a bowl with a sieve to strain out the apples. And we'll push that aside. And you can get a finer mesh sieve if you prefer to strain out more of the pectin, but I kind of like it in there. So now that we've strained the apples, we're going to add our 1/2 cup of Witch Hazel. If you have especially dry or sensitive skin, you may want to cut back on the Witch Hazel, but a 1/2 cup is what I'm adding today. And simply mix those together, and your toner is ready to use. Thanks for joining us today for Essential Wholesale's Kitchen Chemistry. We hope you enjoy your new fresh apple pectin toner.